the world of Parisian design, luxury is rarely defined by abundance. Instead, it is defined by precision, restraint, and a deep understanding of beauty. The philosophy behind many elegant Parisian interiors is surprisingly simple. Choose only a few perfect pieces and allow them to speak. This approach, often called the art of rarity, reveals how true luxury is not about filling space, but about honoring exceptional objects that transform an ordinary apartment into a timeless work of living art. Parisian interiors embrace a principle that may seem counterintuitive in modern design culture. Rather than collecting many decorative items, designers often focus on selecting just 5 extraordinary pieces. Each object is chosen for its history, craftsmanship, and presence. When every piece holds meaning and purpose, the space becomes calmer, more intentional, and infinitely more luxurious than a room crowded with decorations that compete for attention. The journey into a Parisian interior begins long before the front door opens. From the outside, the building already hints at the philosophy within. Elegant stone façades, tall French windows, wrought-iron balconies, and classical proportions reflect centuries of architectural refinement. The exterior may appear understated, yet every detail, from carved cornices to symmetrical windows, expresses a quiet confidence that luxury does not need to shout. Approaching the building entrance, one often encounters heavy wooden doors framed by sculpted stone. These entrances are not flashy, yet they convey permanence and craftsmanship. Inside the vestibule, subtle lighting and polished stone floors welcome residents and visitors alike. The simplicity of the space prepares the mind for what lies ahead. A home where quality replaces excess and beauty emerges through thoughtful selection. Many Parisian buildings reveal their elegance through the staircase. Curving railings of wrought iron and worn stone steps form an architectural sculpture that has aged gracefully over time. This space is rarely decorated with unnecessary elements. Instead, the staircase itself becomes the first rare masterpiece, an example of how architecture alone can define luxury without requiring additional ornament. Opening the apartment door feels like entering a private gallery. The transition from the communal hallway into the living space is subtle but powerful. High ceilings, tall windows, and refined moldings establish a sense of calm sophistication. Rather than filling the room with objects, the design allows the architecture to breathe, setting the perfect stage for the 5 carefully chosen pieces that will define the interior. The initial view of a Parisian apartment often feels remarkably uncluttered. Walls remain mostly open, floors are visible, and light flows freely from window to window. This openness is intentional. By leaving space around each item, designers allow every piece to command attention. The emptiness is not absence. It is a deliberate frame that elevates the value of everything placed within it. In the living room, the first of the 5 perfect pieces often appears as a sculptural sofa. This is not simply seating but a central artwork of comfort and design. Upholstered in luxurious fabrics such as velvet or linen, the sofa anchors the room while maintaining elegant proportions. Its form, color, and texture create a focal point that invites conversation and relaxation. Next comes the coffee table, often a vintage or antique piece with character and history. Perhaps crafted from marble, carved wood, or brass, this table becomes a quiet storyteller. Unlike mass-produced furniture, its patina and imperfections add authenticity. In the philosophy of rarity, this table is not chosen for trend but for timeless presence that enriches the entire room. Parisian interiors frequently highlight one extraordinary artwork rather than many smaller decorations. A single painting or sculpture becomes the visual heart of the living space. Positioned carefully against a neutral wall, the artwork commands attention while the rest of the room remains intentionally calm. This approach transforms the home into a curated gallery where art is truly appreciated. Natural light plays a crucial role in Parisian interiors. Tall windows allow daylight to illuminate textures, surfaces, and forms throughout the day. As sunlight moves across the room, it reveals subtle details in fabrics, wood grains, and artwork. This ever-changing light ensures that even a small number of objects can continuously offer new visual experiences. When evening arrives, a carefully selected lighting fixture becomes the fourth perfect piece. Often a sculptural chandelier or an elegant floor lamp, it introduces warmth and atmosphere. Rather than filling the room with multiple lights, designers rely on one exceptional fixture that becomes both functional and artistic, casting soft illumination that enhances every other element. Parisian walls are often decorated with classic moldings, subtle paneling, or delicate plaster details. Yet they remain mostly empty, allowing architecture to shine. These surfaces serve as refined backdrops for the chosen pieces. Their understated elegance demonstrates that luxury can emerge from craftsmanship alone, without the need for excessive decoration. Another essential aspect of Rarity lies in the materials themselves. Natural wood floors, marble surfaces, linen textiles, and aged brass accents create depth and warmth. Because there are fewer objects, each material receives greater attention. The tactile quality of these surfaces invites touch and appreciation, reinforcing the idea that luxury is an experience rather than simply a visual effect. deeper into the apartment, the dining area continues the philosophy of restraint. Instead of elaborate decorative arrangements, the space is defined by proportion and balance. The room feels open and breathable, ensuring that the next rare element can truly stand out as a centerpiece for gatherings and shared meals. The dining table often becomes the fifth and final perfect piece in the Parisian Rarity philosophy. Crafted from solid wood, stone, or a refined combination of materials, it serves as both functional furniture and sculptural presence. Its generous surface and elegant structure create a setting where everyday dining feels elevated and meaningful. While the table holds the spotlight, the surrounding chairs remain intentionally simple. Their role is to complement rather than dominate the space. Designers choose shapes and colors that harmonize with the table while maintaining visual balance. This restraint ensures that the rare centerpiece remains the focal point of the dining room. The kitchen in a Parisian apartment often reflects quiet practicality. Cabinets blend seamlessly into the walls, appliances remain discreet, and surfaces stay uncluttered. The focus remains on quality materials such as stone countertops and refined hardware. Even here, the philosophy of rarity prevails, proving that beauty can exist within functional spaces. Connecting rooms through narrow corridors, Parisian apartments often use hallways as moments of pause. Instead of decorating them heavily, designers allow these areas to remain simple and calm. This visual break enhances the impact of the main living spaces and reinforces the concept that emptiness is a valuable design element. The bedroom reveals another dimension of refined minimalism. Soft colors, comfortable textiles, and gentle lighting create a serene retreat. Rather than filling the room with many decorative items, designers maintain clarity and balance. The atmosphere encourages rest, reflection, and a sense of personal calm within the broader elegance of the home. In this space, the bed naturally becomes the focal point. Upholstered headboards, luxurious linens, and carefully layered textures provide comfort without visual clutter. The surrounding area remains open and tranquil, proving once again that luxury emerges from thoughtful selection rather than abundance. Parisian interiors often hide storage cleverly within built-in wardrobes and cabinetry. By concealing everyday belongings, the rooms maintain their clean and spacious appearance. This hidden organization supports the philosophy of rarity, ensuring that only the most beautiful and meaningful objects remain visible. Even the bathroom reflects the same design philosophy. Marble surfaces, simple fixtures, and warm lighting create an atmosphere of understated elegance. Instead of decorative overload, the beauty of the materials themselves defines the space, turning daily routines into small rituals of comfort and calm. Living with only a few exceptional pieces changes how we experience our homes. Each object carries greater significance, inviting appreciation and care. This emotional connection transforms the interior from a collection of items into a meaningful environment where design, art, and daily life coexist harmoniously. The art of rarity in Parisian interiors reminds us that luxury is not measured by quantity. From the historic exterior to the carefully curated rooms inside, every element reflects restraint and intention. By selecting only 5 perfect pieces and allowing space to frame them, designers create homes that feel timeless, elegant, and deeply personal, proof that sometimes the most powerful design choice is simply choosing less.